Hey, thanks for having us tune in. This is the Bill Yohnka Show, and Carl Maronich joining us. And, you know, I'm still classifying this as an okay breeze.
Yeah.
This is a comfortable day. And, but it is, I think the only person feeling any heat right now is Denny Simpson. You're getting everything ready to go. Things are, the grills, I see the
flame. Saw some flame.
Heat rising.
Yeah, we've got the grills up to 800 degrees already.
800?
Hopefully that's the only heat I get today. I can do with this breeze. I like the overcast and the cool breeze coming through here when you're working over a hot grilling stove.
Yeah. So, well, I didn't think you used temperatures quite that high.
Yeah,
I think we read about you in the newspaper this past week, and one of your tips was that you keep things at a reasonable level.
Well, we bring the grills up to their maximum potential, and then we bring them down. That way we get all the coals even in there, so that we get a more controllable temperature when we do bring them down to the 300, 375, 400, whatever range we're going to cook at.
Now, the big green egg, what are the advantages to cooking with that as opposed to a conventional grill?
Well, think of it like a convection oven.
Okay.
I actually have a ability to bake. I can do cakes, pies, cookies, brownies. I can kick the temperature up to 650 degrees and throw a pizza on there, and it's done in 4.5 minutes. And the crust is just like a cracker.
Could you get a pepperoni for us?
Yeah, pepperoni. Yeah, we'll see if we can arrange that.
All right, great. Good breakfast.
I planned on doing pizzas this year, but I had heard that Monocle's was going to be here, and I didn't want to make him feel bad. So, and then he didn't come, so I could have done the pizzas. You know, I didn't want to step on that chef's toes. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's
Kind-hearted of you.
Yeah.
Chef with a heart.
You don't want to cook pizza against a pizza chef.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
And that, even if he doesn't make it, but that's his thing.
That's true.
I
That's
can
true.
see how that.
And you've got 2 eggs with you today.
I've got a large and a medium egg, and the reason for that is we will be cooking foods at 2 different temperatures, so that way I don't have to. And we're here after that article. It's going to be, it kind of put the pressure on me.
You can take it, though. Can't
I can
you?
take it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Well, there will be. At one point we had 5, and then this past week we had the Homestead, who had some kind of last-minute jobs coming up today, who said, well, we just can't make it over there, Bill. So that dropped us down, and then we had somebody else who just couldn't do it, like you said. And so we have 3, but I think the 3 we have, oh, goodness, they were some of the real stars from in the past. So.
Oh, well, that's great. I was planning on 5, so I'm going to have a little more table space now.
Yeah, you can spread out a little.
Spread out.
All right, spread out.
Spread out a little
As you
bit.
can see by that mess of equipment I brought, I have a portable kitchen that I cook for a bunch of amateur astronomers. We go out in the middle of nowhere and cook for anywhere from 20 to 30 guys for a week.
Astronomy, too?
Yeah, we got big
Add that to the
telescopes.
list. Kites,
I'm
astronomy.
making a list.
Yeah,
Astronomy.
we're deciding
kites.
you're a true Renaissance man for our time.
What's the connection with the astronomers?
I started cooking in Boy Scouts for the whole group. That's how I learned to cook. And when the astronomy group came along many years later, and we go out in the middle of nowhere where it's dark. That's what we want, is dark skies. But the problem with that is there's no restaurant down on the corner. There's usually not even a gas station for 100 miles. So we have to port everything in. So we have a kitchen. I have a complete kitchen that we bring in, and we can stay out there a little over a week and not have to resupply. We have the water, running water, everything. So
Wow.
we go out in the middle of nowhere and cook and look at the stars all night. Stay up all night and sleep all day.
Now, from an astrological perspective, are we in an interesting time?
We're coming out right now. The sun will be coming into its 11-year shift where we'll start seeing more solar flares and prominences, and sunspots will be more common now, which means more radio interference for your listeners.
No, that's not good.
Bring it all back to us. We appreciate that.
Saturn's turning on its side. Saturn, we haven't been able to see its rings for about 6 to 8 months. Now we're going to be able to see the rings again.
But nobody ever. How do you know what the right side of Saturn is?
Oh, it's all computer stuff.
But maybe to Saturn that is the right way.
Well, I mean, I like to see the rings. If you look at it 6 months ago, you see a little skinny line across the planet.
Yeah.
Because the rings are facing us. Now it's going to be tilted on its side, so we'll see the whole set of rain.
I have a Saturn, and I hope I don't tilt that on its side.
Yeah, those don't run too well on two wheels.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. Now, have you walked through yet to kind of see what's out there?
I've been here every week for the last 6 weeks,
Yeah.
trying to touch base with the vendors and see what'll still be in season. And that's what we're bringing to the meal today. Last year we kind of wowed them. My specialty is world food, and we kind of came in here with some Thai stuff and some Ethiopian and South African piri-piri chicken. This year we're basically going for the vendors. We're going to say, here's a meal that any family can make with very little preparation. We're going to have our prep time is going to be, our cook time will be 2 hours. Our prep time will be less than an hour. And we're going to bring it so that we're going to look at the vendors as, what have you got today? This is an American meal. We're going to fix all American food today, and we're going to serve it in a fashion family style. We're not going to do the fancy plating. We're going to bring it up family style and let the judges dig in like it was a family meal.
I think that's a way, if you watch Food Network stuff and things like that, everybody now, that's kind of the latest thing I'm picking up, is that they're trying to make things that are good, interesting, but accessible.
That's right. That's right. Last year we cooked some stuff that was kind of out of season. This year everything's going to be what's in the produce now, what the vendors are bringing in. This is an age-old tradition. The market is something that I love to see come back, because in medieval times in Europe, you went to the market and you bought your food every day. Down here, unfortunately, we only get it on Saturdays, but we still have these guys that get up at the crack of dawn. I worked at farmers market selling gladiolas for the Meadema Farms years ago.
Really?
And we'd leave the house at 3 a.m. and leave town at 4 a.m. to be in Chicago on the street by 5.
Wow.
By 11 o'clock, we were sold out, and we did that every weekend.
And you were heading back home
by noon. We'd eat lunch and head home.
Take a good long nap, I hope.
A big long nap.
All right.
Yeah.
And then get up and look at the stars at night.
That's right. Stay up all night. So that's hence the gourmet zombies. We don't sleep much. Not enough time. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We hope that's a good long time.
Denny Simpson, the lead gourmet zombie, and we talk about one of the things that makes this event. It's the day of the Professional Chefs Challenge at the farmers market. They get money here in a little while. They send them out to the farmers market to spend that, and they go back into the gazebo, cook up some creations, and one of the really fun things is that people can just walk around and observe, ask questions. I think we really do have a good bunch that, not only are they good chefs, but we've got guys who are people who, want to explain this stuff and want to make it fun for people who come out.
Oh, we're here to entertain. The heck with the cooking. We're going to do some interactive stuff today. We're going to get the crowd involved in our cooking experience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we have a dish that requires 30 or 40 people to make.
Holy.
And I don't want to break the surprise this early, but it's going to be interactive, and the crowd's going to have to help me make it.
Okay. The health department's good with this?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
It's all
They're gonna be
sealed.
okay.
Yeah, everything's sealed. Yeah, we're kosher.
We'll be right back here on Talk AM 1320 WKAN.